Hello, this is 2026 and today is 5th of January 2026. A 19-year-old kid about to turn 20 in 2 months, very ambitious, very belief in life and himself, and this didn't come naturally. I had a lot of hardships. For the past 2 years, I've been on something called self-improvement, and this is what I have dedicated my whole entire life to. And let's see how the life takes us, but for right now this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to build myself mentally sharp, sharp as a knife, and strong physically to be able to uh, lift heavy weights. And uh, I have so many plans, so many, that I could just enlist right now. But my main goal is to be fit and be healthy in sense of mentally, physically, socially. And in today's world, I just had to add this. Even though I'm the most non-materialistic person you will ever meet, it's financially. These are the four pillars which I tend to improve my life on: physically, mentally, socially, and financially. So mentally, I will improve my brain power, my mental resilience, discipline, all that, because everything is brain. You're nothing without your brain. And physically healthy, which means looking good and feeling good. Most people mistake healthy for just looking good, being slim, being muscular, and just looking good and that sharp jawline. But I tend to be healthy, eating natural foods and doing natural things, and with the best of my ability, uh, exclude everything that is unnatural or made from chemicals. I'm extremely afraid of things that are made of chemicals and stuff. Next is socially. I tend to improve my social skills, so that if I don't talk to anyone, that is because I don't want to, not because I'm afraid to. That just I just can't handle the fact that I'm not being able to talk to someone. If I don't want, that's my choice, but I should be able to talk to anyone I want. Okay. And financially, be rich, not not middle class, actually rich, where I can buy things without looking at price tags, where I can buy experiences. This is a big thing, because many people can buy survival things in today's world, but buying experiences, like going to a fancy cafe, things like doing things like paragliding or boating or this and that, surfing, experiencing these things takes money. And to spend money on something fun is not a very popular concept in Indian household or middle class Indian households, if you wish to say that in that way. But I wish to build my life in a way where I said my mother the same line this evening, that we are not made for money. Money, this world, this is for us. We are here to enjoy our life. Like, what is the ultimate purpose of, let's say you have money, okay, you have an income, you get to spend on whatever you want. Okay, you have money and you have enough money, not you don't have to worry about anything. Okay, what else? What else is your life? That is what I've asked myself, and I've gotten the answer which I started my video with, that is healthy in all sense. And money is just an aspect of my life. I don't put it as a north star where I have to put all. No, enjoying life is my north star. And if that requires money, and if money requires working hard, so be it. I will do it. So yeah, money and work is an aspect of my life, it is not my life. So I will try to remember that as best as I can. I'm saying this because recently I've experienced that just because I say I'll do, me or anyone will say that I'll do it for life and this is for life, and it's not necessary that it always works like that. So I try to I just try. Everyone is trying, okay? But my point was, starting is 2026 is starting. Starting is 2026 is starting. What happened to my English? I swear I'm educated, bro. But this is actually, it's currently, wait, let me check. Where's the, it's actually 12:42 right now. Almost 1 a.m. at night, and this is what I'm doing. Drinking water and recording videos. It's crazy, but I like crazy. I was procrastinating making a video so much, and I, I'm kind of a perfectionist. That is a term used for people who won't start things until it's perfect, the perfect conditions, until, and even if this do start, they want the thing to be perfect on the first try and this and that. They're just afraid to be called a failure or fail. They're afraid to fail and afraid to face embarrassment. And I want to beat that. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be classified as a perfectionist. Even though I just said it, I don't think of myself as one, because of the self image thing. And I don't know why I did that. I actually believe in self image. It is, I think, a real thing, because I keep going back to that 5 year old self. Not when I was 5 year old. 5 year ago from today, which is 2020. That was that was the peak changing moment of my life, where from a topper kid, acing every subject, playing hard, working hard, I mean studying hard, uh, just doing everything at peak, to complete downhill because of lockdown. I mean, yeah, I was scared. It's I can't blame myself, bro. I was a kid and I had nothing to do. So what I do, I I play games and use social media for 14 hours a day. Like literally waking, I literally sleep somehow, and I get up and just straight I put my table and put my, I had a tablet. It's in the other room. I used to put that tablet on the table. It used to be a slanted table like this. I used to put the tablet. It's like an iPad but for Android. I put it on there and started launching the game PUBG, which was very you know hype that those days. I've said these things in my first ever video, the report, as it came out. So yeah, that this is what I do. I tend to go off topic, but this is what I need to do. That just say whatever in my mind. I think what I think. Listen, although I am posting consistently on Instagram for the past few months, I guess, yeah. And in 2026, I have made this challenge to post daily on Instagram, like a reel every day. So I am working on that. It's going pretty great. But what I need to do is, I have so much of this knowledge. I just want to just get it out of my system, and then I'll be able to script, to write it in bullet points, because that is the pretty part. You do it when you have things to say in points. I have this bunch, okay, and it's like an entangled wired earphone, and I have this in bunch. And when I have this bunch, what this bunch does is irritates me. And even recording that 15-second reel is so hard, because I have so much knowledge, and I have nowhere to put it. So what I do, I connect the dots here and here, because I think everything is correlated in our lives. Okay, so I for example, I'm talking about discipline. I'm going to connect it with consistency, punctuality, and how it affects your other things. But you can't do that in a 15-second reel. right? You have to co- do it concisely. And that is something I'm bad at, because I just tend to go on and on about things. But I can, even today I can. But the sad part is there's no one to listen. Why would people listen to a nobody? So I will still make these videos where I'm yapping for about an hour about random things, okay? And people will listen, but for that I will have to build a personal brand where people know who I am. They know my name, how I move, how I talk. They will notice everything. And that day will come soon. It won't come automatically, which I most recently thought it will, but it doesn't. So I have made some plans, some detailed plans about every single day, and some goals. I've never set goals or this and that. Basically, I'm trying to fix my life, and in 2026, I'm going hard at it. There's one motto I have for 2026, that is work hard, play harder. Surprising, because this is a quote from my father, and he's been saying this thing for the past, I can't even remember, 10 12 years, since I was in 6th standard, in 3rd standard. I've been hearing the same line, hearing him say this line, same thing over and over again. And after 10 years, that is the same thing I'm struggling to do. I mean, my father is so amazing. This all the things that I want to be today, that I will work hard and sacrifice everything for. These are all the things, all the issues, all the problems that my father tried to save me from. Not in a way that he stood as a, uh, you know, okay, see, what my father's parenting technique was, he didn't stand in front of me as a rock to protect me from the problems. He stood behind me and let me face the problems and be there if I fell. You get what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to make you understand. I have so much gratitude for having such an amazing father. You know, the day you'll meet him, you'll know what kind of a person he is. And I'm just so eternally grateful. I must have done some good deeds in previous life, as they say in India. It's a very common phrase, that I must have done some good deeds in my previous life to have gotten such an amazing father, such an amazing life, you know, in every way. Solely through the grace of God and my father's hard work. And the only thing I have noticed in him, not the only thing, one of the most major thing, there's a lot of thing that makes a man, uh, but one of the most crucial and important, and one of the best things that I think one can adopt from, uh, which I have learned from watching my father, is that be a lifelong learner. Learn every single day, keep trying to improve yourself, and there's a sweet spot where you try to learn everything and be proud of yourself, and don't let your ego get in the way. And that is where my father is, and that is such a lovely spot to be. I can only imagine what the kind of reality he lives, and how it differentiates from the one I and many of my generation lives. 14 minutes. I yapped for 14 minutes again. Just before this, I yapped for 11 minutes, and I had to stop that video. I wasn't done. I wasn't done talking. but I had to. So this is what I'm trying to do, getting it all out of my system. Okay, everything about uh, my father, from life to psychology to physical health, building Instagram, building business, building your physique. Every knowledge that I have, I'll just mindlessly pour into it. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so I'll just stop this video here, because you know who I know. I have 9 subscribers, 5 of which are my friends that I don't even talk to anymore. No one's going to watch this video just yet. It's going to pop off the day I become something. That 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 22, 23-year old Vanshu, my future self, that guy has built something, and I'm just assuming, I'm not sure if I'll do anything at 22. Life is unpredictable. But my future self basically uh, will show people that this is the kind of mindset I had right now to be able to reach that height. You see my vision? No, you won't. As Steve Jobs said in one of his lectures at a college, at a graduation ceremony at a college, it's a very famous, you can just look it up. He said, "You cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots looking backward." So this is what I'm trying to build. This is the backward right now, and when I reach that point in my life, it's not a point, it's a journey, to be honest. It feels good to say a point that I made it. When I look back at these videos and see that this is the mindset, this is the resilience. Today I have people telling me, my friends telling me they got into this college, people telling me to choose this career and that career, and I am trying to fight all that and follow my own thing. And while my parents are worried about my future, because you know I'll have to prove them something, but I just don't have a proof right now, and I'm not so disciplined and hardworking just yet, where I'll be able to you know prove them that this will work. If I'm hardworking enough, my father will understand. He's the kind of person that will understand if someone's trying to work hard and make it in life, even if they have not. It takes a lot of you to be that kind of person. But I'm just going to stop this video right now, and for my future self, I have this message. What is going to be the message? I'm thinking right now. Be grateful, be mindful, and keep looking forward. Be happy for what you have and keep aiming for more. Vanshu signing off. Until next time, take care of yourself.